Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. This episode of Virtual Reality News is all about games. We've got so many games, lots of game news. And this is the last week that you have an opportunity to win an Oculus Quest or a Rift S. So if you want to enter, subscribe to the channel and there is a link down below on how to enter. So let's get started on the news right now. Let's start this off talking about Deadshot Heroes. This title I thought needed a mention, not only because I've got some PCVR Steam key giveaways for you guys, but because it's a pretty well finished, well fleshed out MOBA for the Oculus Quest. And not only does this game support virtual reality, it also supports Pancake style as well. So you can play this with a friend while they're playing Pancake and you're in your virtual reality headset. So this is available on the Oculus Quest via side quest for free, and you can play 3 versus 3 online with friends or play against the bots if you just want a quick shootout before you have to head out and you want to fit in a quick game. You have 12 characters to choose from as well, and they all have special abilities that can change the course of your battle. But the great selling point to me about this game is that you can play it on Mac, virtual reality and non-virtual reality online with your friends. It's cross-platform on everything. And as this is a PCVR title that's been out for a little bit and it's now pre-released on the Quest via side quest, it's a pretty stable, well-made title. And it's for free. And it's only got 900 downloads and it deserves so much more. It's great to finally have a MOBA for the Oculus Quest. So I think get downloading, see if you enjoy it. It's not going to cost you anything. Great game. I now want to talk about a title called Until You Fall from Shell Games, which hit early access in August 2019. You may have seen me showing this title off. I fell in love with it when it was free for a weekend on PCVR. It also won the Best Visual Award in 2019 from UploadVR, and this is a hack and slash virtual reality title that just does something simple well. It's like a beautiful dance when you are in an intense battle. This roguelike title has you facing off, going toe-to-toe, hand-to-hand combat with beasts of the underworld. There are huge powerful brutes, fast agile ones that cast spells, and as you progress through each stage, upgrades are available that you can upgrade yourself with, and so on. Anyway, the point is, I love this title, and now apparently the developers are trying to get this title onto more platforms, as the game surprisingly hasn't attracted that many players, despite all of the great glowing reviews that it has, which honestly, I don't get it. I think this game is amazing, but recently they just dropped a roadmap on what's going to be happening in the future for this game, and one of the items on there was them trying to get this game onto more platforms, and since it's already on PCVR, that means PlayStation VR or the Oculus Quest, which makes perfect sense because it's got such a huge user base. PSVR, nearly 5 million. The Oculus Quest must be over 1 million now at this point. So there's a huge user base here, and the software sales on the Quest have a track record of just skyrocketing. It shouldn't be too long either until we hear something. They said it's going to be soon, and I am an advocate for this game, even if it has a downgrading graphics. The wireless play is going to fit perfectly for the intense battle-like combat that this game has. This game puts me in that state of hyper-focus, which normally only music games do. You just get lost. It's weird that we get addicted to not being conscious of our conscious. Some sort of escapism. And if you already love this game, I'll leave a link to the roadmap down below because there's loads of improvements that are coming as well, not just this little tidbit. And now, could we be seeing the Boneworks spin-off Project 4 later on this year? We have some light at the end of the tunnel where we may see some quest content for Project 4 occurring this year. Boneworks just hit the Oculus platform as well, so there'd been interviews and press that had been occurring around the game, and Stress Level Zero did an interview with Oculus, which they posted on their blog, which if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description for you to check that out as well, because it's rather lengthy, but if you're really into the game, it's full chock-a-block of nice, interesting pieces of information. So during this interview, they were asked about what's coming down the line for Stress Level, any updates on the game, and they said that they were actively working on the Quest game. It's an all-new project, and we should hopefully be seeing content as the year goes on. So are we expecting to see Project 4 coming later on this year? I don't know if it's going to be released later on this year, but perhaps we're at least going to see some demos, some tech demos, some pre-release demos, just something that can satisfy my craving for some Boneworks on the Quest. They also said that starting a new project is much more perilous than having small projects that contribute to a bigger production. So is this Quest a new perilous project, or is it the sum of its parts that I thought it was going to be, taking some of the physics that were in Boneworks and putting it into Project 4 on the Quest? I'm now kinda confused. And adding on to that, this sandbox experience that's expected to be for the Oculus Quest may not just be for the Oculus Quest. Although this title was aimed towards the Quest, when Stress Level were asked if this was going to be coming to Steam VR, they said that they were going to release it in as many places as they possibly can. So it's not going to be just for the Quest. This is clearly a sign that they're going to be releasing it to everybody. It makes business sense to do so as well. This isn't new information either. This was said back in November, but it seemed to have flew under the radar while we were all distracted by the Quest news. Another game now, a development company that are always bringing us fun, bright titles, and that is Resolution Games, a Swedish company. And they have been frequently releasing titles on these lower end virtual reality systems. We've seen it on the Gear, we've seen it on the Go, and we've now seen it on the Quest with games such as Angry Birds, Bates, and Akron. But there is now one that I think is going to be a crowd pleaser, especially on the Quest system, and that is called A Cookout, A Sandwich Tale. Although it's not been confirmed to coming to the Quest, given their track record and Resolution Games history, we can feel pretty confident that it is going to be coming to the Quest. I'm a big fan of a game called Overcooked, if any of you have played that. It's a great title, and it's just all-round great fun, running around a kitchen, chopping up meat, washing dishes. And it sounds bad now I'm saying it out loud doing chores, but it was such good fun. So now hearing of a game that can take all of those concepts that we loved and bring it to virtual reality, I'm all for. It's icing on the cake or olive on the bun. This is going to be a multiplayer experience as well, so I'm not sure if they're going to be making it asymmetric like they did with Akron, or if it's going to be an online multiplayer experience where it's cooperative in a kitchen like Overcooked, and that's what I'm hoping for. There's no trailer, there's no images, just a new icon on their website on their games list. So Resolution Games, please give us something. Their quote is, "Cook your way through a wacky and whimsical adventure that requires collaboration and communication to keep the customers happy and progress through increasingly hectic levels." Now that sounds like something I'm looking forward to. I don't know what's so good about cooking games. They just seem to be a hell of a lot of fun. Let me know if you've enjoyed them as well down below. So you guys may know already about custom environments where you can change the Oculus Home in your headset. And until recently, they've always been static, where it's just an image. Nothing very exciting. Although they do look pretty stunning and interesting, this one just takes it to another level, and I have to share it with you guys. And also, if you're interested in an old video, I did show you the Discord channel of where you can get all of these custom home environments. There's so many. There was Pokemon, there was Portal, there's loads. So if you're interested in that, I'll try and find the link, and I'll put it down below so you can join and get some epic environments. So recently, I've just come across the classic Death Star trench run from Star Wars, where they have to shoot that tiny opening to blow up the Death Star. And someone has turned that into a home environment. So you're actually moving, flying through this trench, and I've got to share it with you. It's epic. Although it likely does induce some motion sickness, it looks incredible. What the community has done is just amazing. Oculus, you need to step it up. So in the home, you can just fly through the trenches, look behind you, you see the enemy ships. It's just a Star Wars fan's dream. Brilliant. We have another game coming to the Oculus Quest on the 27th of February. It's pretty close, and this is from Fun Labs. And I heard about this title a while back, but I wasn't sure when it was going to be coming to the system. But the devs have recently mentioned on their Discord that we can expect it this week. This title has been around since 2016. It's the classic VR era, as I like to call it. And it's a table tennis game. We have Racket NX, but this seems to take a much more relaxed vibe and approach to that genre. You can play online against people or friends in tons of environments, and due to its simplicity, it looks pretty awesome on the Oculus Quest. BMF showed this off on his channel as well, and it just looked fantastic. So if you're into just casual, fun, simple games, this could be for you. But I see this more as if you've got two headsets in the house and you've got a friend coming over, you can go and play some ping pong instead of taking up all of that room and just having that ping pong table there. And imagine this in virtual reality, that you can have not only the ping pong table, you can have a football table, a pool table. Someone needs to make this. Someone must have made this. I'll leave a link down below in the description as well, so you can check out the full video that BMF did if you're interested in the title. This one, I have to give this guy a shout out. He hasn't asked me to, but I've been following him for a while now on Twitter, and he's always showing off such amazing implementations of hand tracking. And the latest one, I just couldn't contain myself. I've got to share it with you. This guy's called Dennett Kunner. I'm sorry if I did not say that correctly. And he just posted a video of his hand tracking physics demo. And here he is using and interacting with a keyboard, which is what I first thought of when I heard of hand tracking, was having a virtual keyboard that I could type on and do things with. But of course, this comes with challenges. You have to be so accurate and precise, so I had to give this guy a shout out. His work is just impressive. I need to see these skills utilized in a game, and a lot of what he does actually contradicts what I've been reading in Oculus's best practices for hand tracking, which I will be doing a dedicated video on to take you guys through what to expect from Oculus, how they want you to implement hand tracking to make it better. Should be educational. Now, a couple of points on virtual reality headsets, because pre-orders have just opened up for the Vive Cosmos Elite. It's now available for pre-order for $900, which is just way too much in my opinion for what you get. I don't like the wands. I'd go for the Valve Index. To me, that is a no-brainer. The Valve Index over the Cosmos. Since we're talking about the Index, it brings me on to the next point, that the Oculus Quest and the Valve Index that you may have heard has been affected by what's going on in China. But Valve have recently just come out and made a statement that they do expect the Valve Index to be available before the launch of Half-Life Alyx, which, if you've been trying to get one, you'll know it's just been so hard. It's been back-ordered, and then there's these production issues. But good to know, if you're looking for a Valve Index, it is going to be available before Half-Life Alyx is released, so you can play this game in all its glory. Or you can also sign up to the website and it will notify you when it's available. Well, that's it from me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel to stick around for next time. Join the giveaway. Happy gaming. Good day.